Hi, Stampin' friends. Surprise. This is an unannounced video, but I wanted to bring you some things I was working on this weekend. It's been a while, and also we just have so much going on at this time of year. I didn't want to miss reaching out to you about this stuff. Okay, hopefully I'm not too out of practice here. Okay, let me check my laptop. Okay, yeah, there it is. Let's see. Okay. All right, so hello. I don't know if anyone's, I got one person, two people on. Anyway, what I was trying to say, I have been playing with my new bundles this weekend, and I wanted to share something I came up with for gift cards, and I thought they'd be really cute for Valentine's Day. So we also have a lot of good things going on in January with Celebration. That goes into February as well. So we'll talk a little bit about that along the way. But basically, my projects primarily rely on this Hooray for Surprises bundle. It's $46.75 in the mini catalog, page 13, and it creates interactive cards where you can have hidden messages. The dies have perforated edges, so you peel pieces away to reveal the greetings. So the kind of intended use, which you see on the catalog pages, is what I've done here. This is like a little joy fold that I did, but on the front panel, you've got this heart panel, and it says pull here. There's a stamp that you can stamp that. And when you pull it up, it separates. I'm just going to pull it back a little bit so I don't completely separate this. I want to use this as a sample this weekend. And then on the underside, there's a greeting, and I've got it stamped on designer paper there. So that's kind of how it's intended to work. This uses the Bright and Beautiful designer series paper. This one does as well. Now this is a little different because I'm using the long pull tab, and instead of having a message just under this section, okay, so I'm really going to have to essentially ruin this card. But when I built it, I put an expired gift card in here, so it kind of doesn't matter. So I've got pull stamped over here, and there's some other things you can stamp too. You can stamp open here for you. And there are some nice greetings that fit in the openings created, like these hearts and circles. But if I pull this away, you can see I've got a gift card in here. All right, so I kind of like that as an idea for making a pocket for a gift card where you won't lose the gift card. You know, it stays in there. It's actually inaccessible until you pull that strip. So I'll show you how to make this. This is very simple. Of course, you can put this panel on any card or anywhere on a gift. So then I'll show you some other ideas I came up with for it. Okay, so that one, I'm going to change up the colors just a little bit. I've pulled that same designer paper, and I've got a gift card here that's used. This is for the inside. I'm going to use the Azure Afternoon as my base. So that's just a regular 5.5 by 8.5 piece, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have the designer paper is 3 3/4 by 5, and I've got the yellow. It's not called yellow. What is it called? I can't even read it. It's so light. The Lemon Lolly. I couldn't remember. The Lemon Lolly is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay, so it's just a little bigger all around. Okay, so we're going to go with this color scheme on this one. I've already pre-made my cake, which is from that same bundle. There's a die and all. So let's go ahead and do our stamping first, and then I'll show you. Oh no, I tell you what, we need to cut this first because we have to do some stamping on the designer paper piece as well. Okay, so we're going to take that designer paper piece, and let me pull my cut and emboss machine here. Okay, and I'm going to orient my paper the same way. I'm gonna have that pool strip down in this area. The pool tab is going to be to the right when you look at the finished card. So let me put that in place. It's kind of nice when you have a pattern that's linear. You can line your die right up with that. So I'm going to just locate that pool strip. I don't know, maybe a little more than 1/4 inch above the bottom edge here. And I'm going to lock it down with a little piece of Post-it tape. And I'm going to pass this through the cut and emboss machine. And you'll see it's not completely separated. Now you have to be a little bit careful on the DSP. Don't go back and forth over it in your cut and emboss machine. You want to make sure you're preserving the perforations that are holding this strip in place. Okay, so set that aside, and I've got these little this little white piece for my focal point. You could use, you know, a die shape or something if you prefer, but the lemon lime twist for that is 2 3/8 by 3 1/8, and the white is 2 1/4 by 3. So let's pull our stamps up here. And again, these stamps for this sample are all from that same Hooray for Surprises bundle. Okay, so I need the little pull to stamp on the strip. So I'm going to do that. Oops, my camera slipped a bit. Let's see if that helps. Okay, so I've got the Misty Moonlight for that, and I'm just going to do pull right there. Okay. And what else? I have a heart down there, so let me do that, and then I'm going to change colors on the heart, so I'll clean that. Okay, so that's all for this piece. Got my cake, and then on this piece we're doing the greeting, make a wish. And I'm going to have the cake over here somewhere, and in fact I'm going to take my pencil, kind of make a mark where the top of the cake is going to cover, so I know where I want to start my candle. Okay, so I'm going to go make a wish with the Azure Afternoon over here. And then the candle I've got in Misty Moonlight, and I've got it located. All right, and then I'm going to use the daffodil. Oh, what's on the inside? Oh, we need that. We don't need this one again. I'm going to use the Daffodil Delight for the flame. All right. Let's see, then I've got some hearts in Bubble Bath. So I'll just go like there. There. We're going to add some gems later too to finish that off. On the inside, I've just stamped "Hope Your Birthday is Wonderful." So get that ready here too with the Misty Moonlight. Yes, I will post sizes later. They'll be on my website. I like to follow up with pictures and still pictures and dimensions on my website, so you don't have to rewatch the whole video and try to write those down. Okay. Thanks, Roxanne. All right. So let me go ahead and attach this stamped piece to its mat, the Lemon Lime Twist. Get our pieces ready here. And I've got a little strip of DSP. Don't want to waste that stuff, right? Those little edges I'm going to use on the inside greeting piece. It's a 1/2 inch wide, and I didn't cut it to the right length because I'm just going to snip it once I have it in place. Okay, so I think we have everything we need now. I'll go ahead and put the inside piece in. And I'm going to start building this card up now. These will be matted together, but you cannot make this without enclosing your gift card. All right, so your gift card, you want to be down in this region, right? So it's sticking out and obvious when you pull the pull strip. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I wanna lock down the designer paper to the lemon lolly piece just in the perimeter and make sure I leave space to slide the gift card in. I don't want to slide the gift card in way too far though, so I'm also going to make sure to have some adhesive up here to stop it. Okay, so just to make this easier to, so we don't have to attach this all later, I'm going to build it right on the card base. I'm going to put down that lemon lolly mat first. And then keep in mind where my gift card level is going to be. It's going to be something like this, locked in there. I'm going to put tear and tape above the gift card. And then down along this edge, so below. In fact, it might be easier to put it here so you make sure we don't get it in the wrong place. And then we can also do the sides. I'm going to do them on the back of the designer paper, just so that nothing goes into our tear strip. And I'm going to put a little piece along here too because we haven't got anything up there. All right, so I'm going to be locking another used gift card in this sample. So I have another card that I can't use, but I think it's a great card type to learn, so it's worth it. Okay, so I've got that right where I think the gift card should be, right? And I'm going to drop this layer down right over the mat and press all the tape, okay? So you can't really do anything to check it now, right? You know the gift card's in there. You just have to trust it. And hopefully your recipient will find it, right? Okay, to center things, I often use the mats here. Got that. I'm going to put the cake up on a dimensional. And we've got that great lemon lime twist ribbon in this ribbon combo pack from the annual catalog. Just tie a quick little bow here. So it doesn't have to be on a card front. You can really put this down anywhere. It could be inside your card, however you like it. But I do have some more examples that use the designer paper from Celebration. You know, I love to do projects that use a lot of designer paper in Celebration when we have so much free paper available. I need a glue dot, almost done here, and some gems. So I've got the Tinsel Gems 3-pack as what coordinates here so nicely, I think. So isn't that fun? Okay, so should we open it? Are you anxious to see? Okay, so once again, since this is a gift card I can't use, I'm going to have to open it. You tear up the strip, and there is your gift card. Okay, so just remember, you can't put it all together until you have the actual gift card. All right, so that's one type. But then, like I was saying, I love to use the designer paper that we have in Celebration when we have a lot, when it's so plentiful. Here, let me get rid of some stamp pads here and stamps. So we have a few papers that are free with $50, and that bundle is $46.75. So if you get that bundle and just buy a little something more, you will be able to get one of these papers for free. Oh, here's the next samples. Okay, so in the next samples, I've moved to use a different bundle with them. So I've got my Sending Love mailboxes as a focal point on this paper. This is the Sunny Days paper that is free with a $50 purchase in Celebration. Okay, so I use Sending Love. You could use anything as your focal point on the front of these. I've used the paper as the base of the card. Okay, it's going to be heavy use of paper. These are each 5.5 by 12-inch pieces. So I made one this way, which has a little folded edge here. You see, the front is shorter than the back, but the back has this nice thick edge. And we'll make this one, and in the one we make, we'll actually make this edge into a pocket, okay? So you get another idea of how to do this. But anyway, it's all the same concept where we have a pull strip. Now, once again, I have a gift card that is expired in here. It's hard to find the tab, and if I had stamped pull up here, I don't think you would have found it. Okay, so I've got pull, and there's my gift card. Okay, so same kind of thing where we're just locking it in this space. Okay, so we're going to make this one, but I'd also like to mention this one if you like a more traditional card where the front and the back are end at the same location. This is very similar. Now, I didn't lock this one down because I actually probably want to put a gift card in here and seal this up and send it to someone later. So I won't keep wasting another one as a sample, but you get the idea here. So this has kind of a rectangular profile where this is a little bit more of a fun fold. We'll make this one, but I'll give you dimensions for this one too. All right, either one of these starts with a 5.5 inch by 12 inch piece of designer paper. So let me get that. All right, and we're going to score to make the one that has a shorter front and this edge. We're going to put the paper with whatever the outside pattern is up, and we're going to score at 1 inch, 5.25 inches, and 8 3/4 inches. Okay. While I've got this here, let me just show you the other one, which is just the regular card with an overlap here. Oh gosh, I didn't realize that's out of the frame. The other one is scored again with the outside of the paper up. It's scored at 4.25 and 8.5, right? That makes sense. That's 4.25 and 4.25 times 2 to make a regular 4.25 by 5.5 inch card. Okay. All right, so I have pieces, parts for this one. Now, the tear strip has to be on the inside panel. Let's get that piece that we just scored. Okay, so we've got the 1 inch over to the right here if we're looking at the inside. And let me go ahead and burnish that. And this flap piece, somewhere here we'll find, yep. Okay, so we need to put that tear strip in over here. You could put it over here if you prefer. If you prefer to pull the card out to the right. I put it here and I'm pulling the card out with my right hand to the middle of the card. Okay, so this, see, on the front, these panels, this overlaps that back strip by only like 1/4 inch. Okay. Okay, so this is basically what we've got. I'm going to pull my cut and emboss machine up here again. We're going to cut that edge, that pull tear strip. I'm going to have that beginning of the tear strip to the top. And get a little Post-it tab to hold that in place. Now, you're going to be tempted to just run this into your cut and emboss machine and run it right back out. Don't do that. The designer paper is a little bit too weak to handle that and stay just perforated. If you do that, you're likely to cut through. So see, I'm sending this through and I'm pulling it all the way through. I'm not gonna just send my piece through and back it up. Okay, I only want to cut it once. I only want the pressure once because that is plenty of pressure. All right. So we have that. Okay, so there's the start of the pool tab there. Again, it gets lost in this pattern, so I stamped a few of those little pools in shaded spruce here, and I've just got this 1/2 inch circle punch. You could use anything. You could put any little piece here that says pool. And I'm just going to put a dot of glue at the top of my tab. And put that there. Let that dry a sec. Let that be ready. Okay, so there is the start of the pool tab. Now this time, okay, instead of making the pocket so that, or I'm sorry, instead of making this flap so that it's flat, this is the same dimensions. I'm just going to put glue on the edges to make this a pocket this time. And instead of gluing our mat and insert over the top of it, we'll slip it in the pocket. Okay, so I've already got that insert piece stamped. Let's see, the shaded spruce, again, this will be on my blog, all these dimensions here. The shaded spruce is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, and the white is 3 by 4 1/4. Okay, so I'm gonna mat those together. And instead of gluing them down like I did in this case, I'm just showing you some other options. You know, my stuff always has like a lot of different ways you could finish it, once you get the concept. Okay, so this can slip into the pocket instead. On the front, I've got a shaded spruce piece that is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4 with a scallop contour die shape. Okay, this could be a rectangle instead if you don't have those dies. Whatever focal point you want. Now this I've made a little bigger than this insert piece because in the case where it's glued down, you just want to make sure that front piece covers up the inner piece. So that's why I made the insert a little bit smaller. Hi, Mary Jane. Oh, good. You found me. I think I'm not going to have too many on live today. All right, so back to this. We're just creating this cute little mailbox. Again, this is from the Sending Love bundle. Lots of cute pieces. There's even some cute grass pieces. I'm only using these little mounds. I've got a card here where we've used the grass as well. So anyway, just this is a cute little bundle to play with. I've got the mailbox already cut out. I stamped mail on it. I am kind of folding it over, trying to get it straight here. I'm not going to glue it together. I'm only going to put adhesive on the back and underside. Oh, wait, I'm gonna need some other things in the meantime. Hold on. But all I'm doing is locking down the back of the mailbox to the front, and then I'll add that. But let me get my grass in place. I should have started there. So if you're shopping, keep in mind too, if you use my host code, for orders over $35, which if you're getting a celebration item, you'll be over $35 because you need $50 for that. You will also get from me a pack of these adhesive back hearts and flowers that are part of the Be Mine collection, but they go so nicely with everything. I think you may have seen them on this card that I flashed out here, those little flowers. So super cute little embellishment. Okay, and this is a very simple mailbox. I've just die cut and only stamped mail on the box itself. So let me put that in place. Oh shoot, I cannot have that closed up until I put the flag in place. Sorry, I got too anxious on this. Okay, so I have a flag and brads. They're white or black, so whichever you prefer. I'm going through the front of the flag, through just the first layer of the mailbox, opening up the legs on the inside. Okay, see, and that will make it so that it can operate. Okay, now let's put this back together. Remember, I didn't put any adhesive in here because I want that to be able to move, and I also want to slip mail in there. Okay, so I've got sticky strip locking the two bottom edges together and a little bit of adhesive on the top of the box. And then I'm going to put that here. Okay, and I've stamped these little envelopes. And we're going to tuck one in the mailbox. And we'll do these two on dimensionals. Got some nice edges that are just right for this. Okay, so even though that looks like a fussy little bundle, I didn't do a ton of work to get that sending love focal point. Okay, so that will go over the front of the card, but remember, this is the one where the front is shorter than the back. So we're only going to put adhesive where it overlaps. See? However, because I am going to have to take this apart again when I actually have a real gift card, I'm just using some temporary adhesive here so I can reuse this after I tear out my gift card sample. Okay, so we have now, to finish this gift card pocket, let me get my white gift card so you can see it well. Okay, so here's the tear strip. I'm just going to line the edge of my Starbucks card over. Here, I'll turn it over this way so you can see the white side. Just going to line it up along that tear strip, kind of so the edge is down the center. And I'm going to put a little piece of tear and tape behind it to limit the depth of the pocket I'm creating. And then I'm going to make sure I don't go over that pull tab area. Put some adhesive there. The bottom of the pocket, again, make sure you miss the pull strip area. And then along this edge, close that top up tight too. Okay, and there's the fold, so. Okay, so I want to keep this in place it would be hard to close the card that way. So I'm just going to pull this. Oops, remember that was tucked into the pocket, sorry. I'm going to just close the front over that. And you could actually do that step before you attach this. Remember, this is on temporary. That would probably be easier. All right, so there we have this version with the pocket. Okay, I put my temporary front back on. And when you open it, we're going to go ahead and pull, and there's our gift card. All right, so another thing you can consider if you're doing this is to make them landscape. So you can turn the paper the other direction. I've got the Sending Love bundle here with the Most Adored designer paper from Celebration. That's also a freebie with $50. Those same little gems that I showed you that are free this month from me with a $35 or more order. Okay, and so I am going to open this up. Now, I haven't locked this one down yet. You get the idea. The pull strip is here. The gift card's going to be locked up in there. I actually want to use this, so I didn't lock it up. I made the 1-inch section a pocket on this one, and use that smaller insert piece like we have on this card. Remember, the insert on this one that opens like a regular card, it could be bigger because it's completely covered. The one on the inside of this one I made a little bit smaller so it can tuck in the pocket or be hidden behind this panel if it's glued down like that. Okay, so a lot going on there, but I hope I gave you a lot of good ideas to play with. If you want to use this bundle, Hooray for Surprises, to make gift cards. If you do have a big order, of course, you know Celebration, you're getting the freebies along with your order. Here, let me put my samples out here. If your wish list is really long, take advantage of that starter kit special. All right, we have this beautiful glass mat studio kit available for free when you join. There's no obligation to purchase beyond the starter kit. You pay $99. You choose $125 in Stampin' Up product, whatever you want, and you pay tax, but shipping is included. So for $99, you get $125, plus you get this glass mat studio, which has a silicone pad for your ink pads, the beautiful glass mat, a cleaner. If you don't want the glass mat, you can instead opt to get an additional $30 in product. So if you have a big wish list from the mini catalog, don't hesitate to contact me. We can talk about this. This is a great option. It's not very demanding at all. There's no obligation to buy beyond the starter kit, and you would have a lot of nice products for a great deal to get started. Okay, I think that's it. Let me pull in this one too. Have a great day. Oh, thanks, Mary Jane. I will, let's see, well, not many people on because it was unannounced, but hopefully I'll be back soon. Pop on every once in a while when I have a great idea or something to share. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.